Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So Iron Mike Tyson, he weighed in on this Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua rematch, and he had a lot of really interesting things to say. Matter of fact, I mean, the root of what he said is pretty much what I've told you guys, but he just went a lot deeper, of course. I told you guys in this rematch, Anthony Joshua's heart will be tested more than it's ever been tested before. And really, this is all psychological. At least for Anthony Joshua, it is. How will he be mentally in the rematch? Because if he's the same Anthony Joshua, the same type of confident Anthony Joshua he was before he got stopped by Andy Ruiz, then he has a good chance of winning this rematch. But if he goes in there psychologically defeated and he's no longer that same confident AJ that he would need to be, because Andy Ruiz has already smelled and tasted blood from the first fight. So he's gonna go into that rematch extremely confident. Like I keep telling you guys, if he was confident going into the fight as the underdog in the first fight, you guys can imagine how confident he's going to be in the rematch. He already said he's gonna put even more pressure on AJ in the rematch. So once again, you know, this is more of a battle of will than just a battle of attrition and skill. You know, some fighters, they take a L, they either get knocked out or sometimes they just lose on points and they're never the same psychologically. Some fighters, they learn from that and they become better. Other fighters, they just remain the same. We're gonna definitely find out what category AJ fits in the end of this year. But I want you guys to check out what Mike Tyson said, the former heavyweight champion of the world, because he went real deep. He went real deep talking about that mental strength, talking about that intestinal fortitude, and does AJ have it? This is what Mike Tyson had to say. Quote, "In the mountains away from everybody, just the animals in the woods and stuff, you're facing your demons alone. His spirits appear well to you, but in his mind, what's going on in his mind? This stage in life is really what makes them, because they already have money now. Now it's all about who are you? Now you're dealing with adversity. Who are you? What are you gonna do now? Are you gonna lay down now and say, hey, I don't want no more? Do you stay down and give up? Or do you believe in it? You got any fucking pride, nigga? What do you believe in? Do you believe in your ancestors, your mother, your father, your kids? What do you believe in? What have you got to fight for? And then it's up to him. I don't believe in shit, maybe. I've got money. I don't believe in none of this shit. And that's cool too, if it's not who you are. He made a mistake and got hurt, and shit happens. He can win it back though, but his mind has to be right. He ain't gonna win it back if his mind's fucked up. His mind's gotta be right. He's gotta dedicate his life to doing this. He's gotta stay away from himself. When we go training, we go away in the mountains. We're staying away from ourselves and our thoughts, end quote. You know, guys, I would say Mike Tyson is probably one of the best people you could talk to when it comes to speaking on this subject, because Mike Tyson has been on both ends of the spectrum when it comes to being that fighter that refuses to give up, refuses to submit mentally or physically. But he's also been on the other end where he was ready to give up, where you could see it in Mike Tyson's eyes when he was sitting on the canvas after being knocked down saying, man, I'm too old for this shit. I'm gonna keep my ass on this canvas because I got too damn much money for me to be risking my health at this age. This is how Mike Tyson, this is how I truly believe Mike Tyson was looking at things when he was close to the end of his career. So these are all the questions that AJ is gonna have to answer when he fights Andy Ruiz in a rematch. Is he content? Is he okay with psychologically submitting to Andy Ruiz and taking second place, riding off into the sunset with a whole bunch of money in his bank account? Or does he want to go after legacy? Because if he truly wants to be a great, this is where it starts. Dealing with this type of adversity and overcoming it will definitely put you closer to that goal. Let's see what happens at the end of this year when they have the rematch, guys. That's all I got for now, and I'm on to the next one.